Okay.
So when we will come to the SAS, SAS is stand for Statistical Analysis System. Okay, the full form of SAS is Statistical Analysis System. It is the company name as well as the software name. Actually, when we are using the software, any software, every software have their own purpose. Like some software for front end like VB, .NET, Java. Some are for back end like SQL servers and all. Some are analytical software like SAS is the analytical software, R is the analytical software, business object, Cognos, they are different type of analysis we can do by different software. So SAS is the software which is giving the statistical analysis. Okay, so for the statistical analysis, we have SAS, we have R, different tools are there, but SAS is capturing more market nowadays and it is in boom. So most of the company using the SAS. Okay, SAS is developed in 1970 at North Cornell State University. When it's developed for agriculture field experiment analysis. Later on, what happened? Other field people also understand the utility of SAS and they also adopt the SAS. So now we are using the SAS for automotives, communication, education, banking, finance, government, health insurance, healthcare, hospitality, insurance, life science, manufacturing, media, oil and gas, retail, hotels, utility, lot of different domain we are using SAS because all the domain we do have the data, we have to analyze the data. For analyzing purpose, we are using SAS. Okay, though we are using SAS for different domain, but widely we are using SAS for finance, banking and the insurance, retail and life science. Okay, life science means clinical SAS. So we are
Okay.
using SAS for different domains, so different type of solution we are providing. Like for banking, we are providing credit card fraud management, for IT management, supply chain or logistics, supply chain intelligence, clinical intelligence, IT management, performance management, risk management, depend on the requirement of the domain and the client. We are providing the solution to our customer. Okay. SAS is the data warehousing technology. Data warehousing is the concept. In this concept, what we are doing, we are dealing with the huge data. Though we do have the different tool for analysis purpose, but why SAS is more, boom, because the holding capacity of the SAS is huge. In fact, all the data warehousing technology have the huge storage capacity. It can store crores of data. So how much data I do have, how much when we will do the analysis, for the analysis purpose, how much data I will use, that much accurate analysis will come. Like Excel is also a very good tool, but the holding capacity of the Excel is very limited. But the holding capacity of the SAS is just huge. Okay, so in the data warehousing technology concept, we have different tools. We have business object, Cognos, Informatica, MicroStrategy, Data Stage. Lot of tools are there. SAS is also the tool of data warehousing. So if it is the tool of data warehousing, SAS also having the same type of characteristic feature, like it is holding the huge data. Okay. So basically, we are when we are talking about the SAS, this is the combination of three basic features. First, it is the reporting tool. Using the SAS, we can generate the report. Second, it is the ETL tool. ETL means extract, transfer, and load. What is the extract, transfer, and load? We can extract the data from different databases. We do have the different databases like Oracle, Notepad, CSV, Excel, MS Access. Different databases are there. What are the databases? Databases are the combination of tables, and tables are the combination of row and columns. So in that row and columns, we do have the data. That data we will keep in the table, and the combination of the table called the databases. So these are the databases. By that we can get the data from our client. Okay, so we are getting the data from the client. Then we will convert that data into SAS file, SAS data set. So first what I have to do, my client is sending the data in any format, we have to convert that data from client format to SAS format. Okay. So for this, ETL means extract the data, transfer it and load into software. Okay. So for ETL purpose, in fact, we do have the different tools like Informatica. Informatica is separate tool for ETL itself. But SAS have capability to do the ETL, do the reporting, and do the forecasting as well. What is the forecasting? Forecasting means the prediction. Prediction means what next. Okay, like weather forecasting, material forecasting, these all will be the forecasting. So because for the forecasting we are using the statistical technique and SAS is the statistical tool, we can do the forecasting using the SAS. So we do have different tools in the market like business object and Cognos. So my business object is dedicated for the and Cognos is dedicated for reporting purpose. Informatica is dedicated for ETL purpose. In fact, I have data stage that is also dedicated for the ETL purpose. But SAS is the combination of all the features. So when I'm working on the SAS software, I will not, depend on any other software. Okay, this is the complete package, end-to-end solution it is giving. When we are working on SAS, means only SAS, no dependency of any other software. Okay, using the SAS, we can do the application development, business solution, and analytics. So, big market of analytics captured by the SAS. Okay, so this is the analytical tool. Now SAS is the platform independent language. Platform independent means we are working on the window platform or window operating system. Like window operating system, we have Unix and Linux. So we can install the SAS software in Unix and Linux also. So it's a platform independent. Any operating system you will work, you can work on SAS. Okay. It is the powerful tool for various business need. What is my business need is my customer have huge data. Okay. To see the data, can they take any decision? They cannot take any decision to see the data. They want to consolidate that data and analyze the data for taking the decision. So SAS give the good platform for the decision making. It is first analyze the data, consolidate the data, and convert report and graph, which will give the power to my end user to take the decision. Okay, so for that purpose we are using SAS. So that's why it's a powerful tool. Using the SAS, we can do data warehousing and mining, reporting, data analysis, statistical analysis, econometrics, and forecasting. For these type of analysis purpose, we are using SAS. SAS architecture. Here what we are doing, we are converting raw data into information format. So my raw data can be notepad file. It can be RDBMS. RDBMS for Relational Database Management System. So some softwares are the coming under DBMS concept like MS Access, SQL. These are the RDBMS. So if my client send me the data via the SQL and all, we can fetch the data in SAS and we can work out. If my data is coming by ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning or legacy. Legacy means the old softwares like DBase and all, whatever database my client will use and send me, SAS have capability to fetch the data from any of the database. Okay. Once we are fetching the data inside the SAS data set, after that we start uh, validation of the data. Validation of the data means I have to check whether my data is clean or not. If it is clean, it's well and good. If it is not, then we have to first clean our data. Once my data is, and then manipulate the data. Manipulation means suppose I have to, I need some columns for analysis purpose, and that columns are not available in the source file. So we have to first give some formula and do some manipulation and create the columns. Then we can go for the analysis. And after the analysis, we can display our data either report format or the graph format. So here what we are doing, we are converting our raw data into information format. Okay. Now when we are working on the SAS, basically we are working on the 4 phases. So this is the flow of the data inside the software. First is the access phase. What is the access phase? We are accessing the raw data. Raw data means the data which comes from the client. So first we are accessing the data and create the SAS file. Okay, or SAS data set. In the SAS tables called data set. So we are creating the SAS data set. Once my data is converted into SAS data set, after that I have to see how means we have to validate my data, then we have to clean the data. So in the manage phase, we are doing different type of manipulation on the data, and validation, cleaning, everything we are doing on the manage phase. After that, what happened? I have to check for the analysis purpose what columns are required. Suppose in my source data, I have weight and height. I don't have BMI. BMI stands for body mass index. So what I have to do in the manage phase, I have to write one formula, BMI equal to weight divided by height into 702, which is the formula to calculating the BMI. Because in the source data we have weight and height, but we need BMI. So in the manage phase, we will calculate the BMI which required for the analyze phase. Suppose one more example, I have the base salary. I want to calculate HRA, LTA and gross salary. HRA is the 10% of the base salary, LTA is the 5% of base salary, and gross salary equal to HRA plus LTA plus base salary. So here what I am doing in the manage phase, I am creating 3 new columns which required for analysis. So in the manage phase, all type of manipulation we will do and convert my data into complete data which required for analysis. Now in the analyze phase. In the analyze phase, we have some procedure, statistical procedure. We will talk more about it. So that statistical procedure we will use in the analyze phase, and we will analyze our data as per requirement. Once my data is analyzed, after that I will present the data either report format or the graph format. Okay, so this is the cycle of the data inside. Data warehousing is the concept. Okay, so in that concept we have different tools. SAS is the tool of data warehousing. Data warehousing is the concept. Data warehousing is not a software. It is the concept. Inside that concept, we have different tools. SAS, Business Object, Cognos, Informatica, different tools are belonging to data warehousing concept. All the features which we describe in the data warehousing, we can get in these tools. Okay. So there is one more concept. Inside the data warehousing, we have the concept of reporting, ETL. ETL means extract the data from outside databases and convert into our software database. Like when I'm working on the SAS. So if I'm getting the file in the Excel, first I have to fetch the data from the Excel file and create the SAS file. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once my data is coming inside the SAS tables, then only I can start manipulation or working on that particular file.
Okay.
Okay. So ETL is the concept, like reporting. What is the reporting? Report or graph we are creating while the consolidate the data. Like the
Mm-hmm.
reporting ETL. First part, fetch the data from different source and make the uh, data in our format. If I will make Informatica, first I have to fetch the data and keep the data inside the Informatica software. Then only I can
Mm-hmm.
work. If I am working on business object, then first I have to fetch the data inside the business object software. Same way, when we are working on the SAS, we have to fetch the data and keep the data inside the SAS software. Okay, so this is the ETL, extract, transfer, and load. Now, next we will come to the SAS software. This is my SAS software. My SAS software is made by 5 windows: editor window, log window, output window, explorer window, and the result window. So when I open the software, my software looks like this. Okay, editor window. Editor window is the window where I can write the code. Log window where I can see the status of my code. Then output window where I can display my output. Explorer window is the combination of libraries. Libraries are the folder where we can save the data and we can retrieve the data. Then the result window. Result window will get, here we can get the link, whatever output we are getting in the output window. Okay. Now we will start with the editor window. So what happened when we are working on the SAS, or how we all are communicate with each other? You people understand the English, I understand the English, and you know the syntax of English and the terminology. I know the syntax and terminology, so we can communicate in English. Same way, if I want to communicate with SAS, I should understand the language of the SAS or the keywords, how SAS understand. So it should be the common understanding between us and SAS. So for that, we should know the keywords. So if I will write the data, data is one keyword we do have. So if I will write the data as a keyword, SAS understand I want to create one SAS file. Okay. So after that, I will give target file name, SAS target file name. Okay. Now, whatever file name I'm giving here, this file is not at all available anywhere. I'm going to create it. Okay. Now, set. Set is the another keyword which will denote where is my source data. So I have to define the name of the source data. Then I will give the run. Run means my code is over here. Now you can see wherever I am defining my keywords are coming in the blue color. So this is the best feature in SAS. My coding will come as a color coding. So for the troubleshooting purpose also it will very helpful. Okay. Now this is the syntax for the creating the SAS file. So here I take the very simple example. I have one SAS file. Using that data, I am creating one more SAS file. Okay. Now, so I will start working on that data. My new file is employee. I'm going to create one file called employee. Set. Set means where is my source data. If I'm creating the target data, somewhere my source data should lie. So my source data is available inside the sashelp.class file and run. So here what I'm telling to SAS, go to SAS help library, fetch all the data from the class file, copy that data and create a new file called employee. Now where is this SAS help library? Explorer window. Explorer window is the combination of libraries. If I double click on that, I can see the libraries. Here you can see I have map, SAS help, SAS user and work libraries there, which is the default libraries. Default libraries means already it is available. Now in the SAS help library is the library. Actually libraries are the folders where we can save the data and we can retrieve the data. So if I will open the SAS help library, my SAS software give me privilege with some SAS files for the practice purpose. Suppose you are the new user, you don't know how to fetch the data by the text file or Excel file or Access file. So what you need to do, first for the practice purpose you can use the dummy data. That dummy data is available inside the SAS help file. So I'm giving the instruction to the SAS, go to SAS help library, use the file called class. So copy all the data from the class file. Okay. So in the class file, what are data we do have? We have 5 columns and 19 rows. Name, sex, age, height, weight. 5 columns we do have and 19 rows are there. So I'm telling to SAS copy the data from this file and create one more SAS dataset or SAS table. So what SAS will do? It will copy the data from here and create a new file called employee. Okay. Then where it will create the employee file? If I will run this one, in the work library, it will create a new file called employee. Work library is the default library. Okay. When I will create any SAS data set, by default, it will go and sit into the work library. So when I will run this statement, what happened? My new file called employee will create and sit in the work library. If I double click on the employee file, you can see, I can see same data, whatever data is available in the class file. So I copied the data from the one SAS file and create another SAS file with the same data. Okay. And here I just put the run means my statement is over here. Okay. So this is the simple coding, by that we can create the SAS dataset. Now suppose I want to create one more SAS dataset. My one more SAS dataset is suppose air. Okay. And from the SAS help library, I choose one more file called air. Suppose I forget a semicolon. If I forget the semicolon, what happened? My syntax will be incorrect. Okay. What is the syntax? Suppose I will say my name is Neha. If I will say my Neha name, can you understand? You cannot. Same way, SAS cannot understand if the syntax will not be correct. So suppose I have to, I forget to give the semicolon and I will run it. What I am expecting? I am expecting the air file in the here. But unfortunately, my file is not coming. Why? I have the syntax error. So if I have the syntax error, first level of troubleshooting, you can see my set is coming in the black color. This is the keyword. It should supposed to be in blue color, but it is coming in the black color. Black color means some problem is there. It is not coming properly. Where we can see either my code is correct properly or not? Log window. Log window is the window where I can see the status of my code. Either my code is running correctly or is there any problem in my code. So here you can see it is giving the hint to you missing semicolon in the data statement. If missing semicolon in the data statement means here semicolon is not there, you can give the semicolon. Now you can see your set is coming correctly. Now you can run it. So when you can run it, you can see error is coming here. Okay. Now, so you understand editor window where we can write the code, log window where we can check the status of my code, then explorer window which is the combination of folders which called library in the SAS window. We have 5 windows: result window, explorer window, output window, log window and editor window. When I'm running any code, automatically the status is coming into the log window. Here 3 codes I'll run, right? So one by one it is giving when you run this code, what is the status? It is running correctly, no problem. Second code you are running, but here you will get some problem. Now you rectified the problem and again you will run, it is coming correct.
Okay, super. Got that.
So here you will get how many observation you are getting from the source data, how many observation is there in the target data. So more information about the status is coming here. This is the log window. Okay.
Got that. Yeah.
Okay. Now if you want to see the data, what are the data is available in the employee file or the AR file, what you have to do? You have to double click on the file. If you double click on the file means you can see the data. But we are the programmers, we are not doing more manual job. So what we will do, we will call one procedure. Proc. Proc is the short form of procedure. We do have so many procedure which is available in the global directory. We need to call that procedure for perform the task. So proc print data equal to which data I want to print? Employee. And I will run it. Okay. So when we are working in the SAS, we are working on the 2 step, data step and the proc step. Data step for the manipulation purpose, proc step for the analysis purpose. Okay. So here what happened, we do have different procedure which is available in the global directory. I'm calling one procedure called print. So I'm telling to SAS, you print the data. Which data you have to print? Employee data you have to print. Where it will print the data? In the output window, it will print the data. Okay, output window is the window which is responsible for displaying the data. So output window, it need to print the data. And when it is printing the data in the output window, one link will come into result window. So I will run it. Proc print data equal to employee and I will run. So when I will run it, you can see here my data, same data, whatever data is available into employee file that comes and sit into output window. So my data is coming in the output window and one link of that data is coming into the result window. Okay. Now, when my data is coming here, one link is there. For the easy navigation, SAS give the result window. Suppose you have 100 files in the output window. It is difficult to drag up and drag down to see the data. So SAS give us link here, by that we can see the data. So suppose I will give one more proc print. AR file, or directly I just fetch any file from the SAS help dot shoes. And I will run. So when I will run this one, you can see we do have so many data in the uh, output window. So drag up, drag down is difficult for checking the data. So what I have to do, I need to just click on the link. If I will say shoes data is coming. Air data is coming. Employee data is coming. Okay. So by that, what my output window will do, output window is responsible for displaying the data, and the result window is responsible for giving the link of the same data which is available in output window. For easy navigation, we are using the result window. Okay. Any question for the edit result window and the output window? Aditya, Surya, Harshit, Geenal, Raj, any question? No question?
No questions to me.
Okay. So I here what I describe, I just describe about the 5 windows. What is the function of 5 windows? Editor window for writing the code, log window to check the status of my code, output window for displaying the data, explorer window for libraries where we can save the data, retrieve the data, and result window will give the link whatever data is available in output window. Okay. Now I have some shortcut keys also. Suppose when you're working as a programmer, every time for the run, what I'm doing, I'm just selecting and go for the run. Rather than I can click on F8. So we in the keyboard we have some shortcut keys. If I want to see the shortcut keys, I can go here and write the keys and I will run it. So you can see all the shortcut keys are there. Either you can click on F9 and you can get the shortcut keys. Okay. So we will start with the uh, okay. So when I will take the training, my training is involve two module, base SAS and advanced SAS. And if the person is interested for clinical, third module will be the clinical module. So in the base SAS, I will take the classes till the certification level. So here in the base SAS, I will cover the base SAS certification exam preparation guide. Okay. For this exam preparation guide, we have 22 chapters. So I will cover all 22 chapters from this one. Okay. So this is very basic book of the SAS, and here uh, they made everything all the nut and bolt of the SAS. They made it all small stuffs and all, and it is very after this training you can go for the certification exam and your knowledge level also will be very high, because here we cover all the topics. So 22 chapters are there. We will cover all 22 chapter in the first phase of the training. Okay. So how my training will go, I will take all the chapter from this book. So one by one, I will take the chapter. Okay. So this book will be the course material for you. Then how I will take according to each chapter, I will explain you the codings and all. I will install the SAS software in your system. So the way I'm working on the software, I will send the code and you people also can work on the software. Are very small, but some chapter
Okay.
like functions and all, it will take 2 days like that.
Sure.
Yeah. So here chapter by chapter I will provide you the training. So suppose chapter 4. So, if I will take the training for chapter 4, you have to go through the book. You have to refer the chapter 4 for the theoretical information. Then practically I will explain each and everything whatever there in the chapter. So I will take one case scenario and start working on that, and how to using the proc print for creating the listing output to the report purpose and all, everything I will explain. So
Okay.
phase one you have to study by the book. Phase two, I will explain everything and I will send this code to you. Okay, and I will install the SAS software in your system as well. So the way I run the code, you can also run the code in your system, and I will provide you the source file also. Everything I will provide you. So here what happened, theoretically you are good, then practically you are good, and at the last I will give you the assignment, because hands-on experience is very important when you are working on any new technology. So here
Sure.
the assignment, daily basis I will provide you the assignments. So
Sure.
first one, two chapters are very basics, rules, regulations and all, not much practical assignment, but chapter 4 onwards your practical assignment will start. So I will provide you some data, I will provide you some task. So based on that data, you have to complete the task, and that all task related to the chapter whatever we completed of. Okay, so that all
Yeah.
activity will give you the confidence and hands-on experience. So suppose I provide you some task. These are the tasks you have to convert the data like this, and some answers also I will provide you. So you can cross-check it after completing the questions. Okay, so like
Sure.
that, one or two activities I will provide with each chapter. So it will give you the more hands-on, because when I will explain, everyone understand nicely, but when they start working on that, then only they understand the gap between whatever they are understanding and what is the real problem. Okay, so
True.
I
Yeah.
just made all the assignment for all the chapter, and some chapters are very important like proc report and all. So for that chapters I will provide you the book, proc report, proc sql, and proc tabulate. I will provide you the books also. So for the further information you can go through the book, and with the assignment I will send you some course material or the some information. When I feel this book, whatever information provided by the book, it is not sufficient, so I will provide you some more information by the documents. So you have to go through the documents, you have to complete the assignments, then you will be more proficient in this one. Then after 5 6 chapter I will conduct the quiz also. Okay, so suppose it's okay. So here what happened, chapter wise chapter we will go. So because first 2 3 chapters are very basic chapter, fourth chapter onwards our program will start. So when I will take at least 7 8 or 9 chapter, after that I will send you some interview questions. Okay, and based on that interview question I will conduct a quiz. So in quiz we have some groups, you have to give the question answer, ask the question answer to each other. By that we are preparing our interview. Okay, so quiz will be there, depends. Sometime we are having the quiz after 8 chapters, sometime 12 chapter, depend upon the availability of the student, we are making the quiz. So one by one we will complete all the chapters from the basis, then advances. Advances, advances have some procedure like proc SQL. This is the combination of SQL and SAS. SQL itself one language. They make
Sure.
combine the SQL with the SAS and create some advanced coding. So here we will cover. I will cover all the SQL coding. So how to use the SQL coding with the SAS for make our code more strong, we will make it combined with the SQL. Then macro. Macro we are using for automation purpose, like VBA macro is there in the Excel. Same way in the SAS also we do have the macro. In the macro we are using base and advanced SAS, base SAS coding only, but we have separate syntax for automate the coding. So this is more advanced version. So till the time you don't know the base SAS, you cannot come to advanced SAS. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Then for the clinical people, we have more stuff to complete. We have some procedure. In fact, for the this all analytical procedures are there where we will do multi-dimensional analysis. So actually all the functions are using for all the domains.
Sure.
Because this is just a software language. Wherever you want to use, you can use. If you have clinical data, it's called clinical SAS. If you have banking data, insurance data, it is financial SAS. So it's like that. All the function we can use according to our requirement. Okay. So that,
Yeah.
yeah, so that will be there in the normal, the regular SAS training. Now for the clinical people, we will more domain related training will be there. So in the domain related training, we will talk about what is the clinical data management, drug development process, where we are using SAS in the clinical one, and what are the concept we do have the SAS, which we can implement on the clinical, what is the table list figure, what are the CDISC, what is the SDTM, ADAM, everything whatever related to clinical SAS, we will cover all the topic of the clinical SAS with their different case scenario, case studies, projects will be there that will cover here. So this chapter means this portion for the clinical people only. Base SAS and advanced SAS people, first two module will be there, and for the clinical people, three modules will be there: base SAS, advanced SAS, and clinical SAS. Okay.
Sure.
So for all the module, I will give you the course material. I will provide you the codings and all. And after that, we will go for the assignments and project. And then interview preparation will be there. Okay. Any,
Yes.
yeah, 2 to 3 weeks it will take.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So here this is the full course of content, and with that, if a person need, we have I will provide some statistical videos. What these statistical videos are talking about, what are the basic statistics, how to explore the data, how to prepare the data, what is the center tendency. It is more about the statistic rather than the SAS, how to implement the static, because after the statistic we are getting after the using procedure we are getting the output, how to read the output, what is there in the output. Suppose I want to see the uh, I have one file like employee file, I'm getting the age. Okay, I want to see what is the maximum age, what is the minimum age, what is the standard deviation of the age, maximum no count of the age, average age. For that, what I need to do, I have to use proc means data equal to employee age, and I will run it. So here you can see I'm not giving any formula, I'm not giving any keyword, but if I will run it, what happen? Automatically I will get the output where n means count, average, standard deviation, minimum, and maximum is there. Suppose apart from the default statistic, I want some other statistic. I want median, I want range. So what I have to do? Here I have to write the keywords and I will run it. So it will give median and range. If I want to see the frequency, I have to give proc fric data equal to employee and run. So automatically I will get the frequency, percentage, cumulative percentage, all this statistic I will get. This is the beauty of the SAS. You no need to write the formula, no need to work on more complicated logic. SAS already made everything in the procedures. Just you have to call the relevant procedure and you have to run it. So based on that procedure you can get the output. So here when we our this statistical video, normally it's come into clinical one. So here they will give the basic understanding of the statistic. Okay, so what is the hypothesis testing, central tendency, descriptive statistic? Because directly we are not involving in the statistic because already output is coming here. But indirectly, if you know what the output is, how to read the output, for that little bit statistic knowledge you should have. That will come by the videos. And in the study material, I will send you some books, class notes, interview questions, and we have some project for the clinical people, that SDTM, ADAM, table list figure. When we are working on that, we will work with the project. Okay. Any question? So all for the clinical says you have to learn all three modules, because till the time you don't have the base and advanced SAS knowledge, Harshit, you cannot go for the clinical SAS, because in the clinical we are working on the concept and we are implement the concept on the base the coding. So if you don't know the coding, you cannot implement the concept. Okay. And when you complete the base SAS certification training, after that I will give you some dumb question also, the previous year question for the this certification. So if you want to appear in the certification exam, if you complete this 400 500 question, most of the question will repeat, or you will get the better idea how the questions are coming. Okay, so in that way you can appear for the base SAS certification exam as well. Okay, now any question? I prepared some documents. Okay, this documents is related to techno-functional document, because when we will come to clinical SAS, already we complete base SAS and advanced SAS. So your technical level will be strong. Then this document will talk about more domain related stuff we will talk in the clinical one. So here what is the clinical trial? 1 minute, it is opening. What is the clinical trial? What are the different phases are there? What are the different type of clinical trial we do have? And what is the drug development process? What is the approval process? What is the type of clinical trial? Rules and regulation, SDT, ADAM, all information is there. Then when you are working as a person, SAS developer in the company, to whom you are dealing with, site management, data management, IT, information technology, project management. So these all are the different area where you will touch with when you are working in the SAS developer. Then we have some rules and regulation for SAS programmer. You have to go through that. Then how you are getting the data, what type of forms you are getting, how the data is coming to you. Then how to write the SAS programming to consolidate the data. Everything will be there. So these documents are more techno-functional document. Here we are talking about the technology also. You are talking about the functional knowledge also. So these are the techno-functional documents. Now, after that, what we will do, so some documents and some books are there which will guide you for the conceptual purpose or the domain knowledge purpose. Then Anyhow, when I will take the clinical SAS programming classes, I will give this all information in my class introduction about the clinical trials. So what are the phases, what are the trials, what is the way, what are the data flow, everything. Before that, I will provide you some videos. That videos will talking about data management, clinical data management, CDM, drug development process, protocols. So this that all will give you the good knowledge about this all. Then I will give you the information, theoretical information, how the work is going on. Then we will learn the different clinical concept. What are the clinical concept? We do have like baseline, windowing, adverse event, demographic tables. So all the concept how we will implement on the SAS, clinical concept how to implement on the SAS, that we will learn in the clinical SAS concept and implementation class. Okay. Now, when you are working on the clinical SAS, you are working on the two type of job. Either you will get the job for table list and figure, or else you will get the job for the CDISC. CDISC is the standard. When we are in the drug development cycle, actually, if I have some formula of the drug, directly I cannot produce the drug and go to the market for launching it. We have set of rules and regulation. We have FDA, Food and Drug Administrator. It is the body which is available in the America, and they are approve the drug. If they will approve, then only we can launch. And the approval drug development process, we have different phases. We have to first check that drug on the animal, then healthy people, then sick people, then large population of sick people. So after all the surveys, whatever data we are getting or my client will get, that data analyzed by the SAS developer. So whatever data is coming, we have to convert in the particular table format. So they share us some SAP documents are there for each clinical trial. They are having their own SAP document. So in the SAP document, they are showing the format, in which format they want to see the data. So here you can see they provide me this structure. It's a dummy table structure. They are telling in your table, these all columns should be there. This structure should be there. So first you have to analyze the data. First you have to import the data. Then you have to decide which procedure you can use to convert your data in this format. So whatever procedure training I will give, that all procedure training will useful to convert your data in this format. So this type of document will give you the information what is the work rule for table, list and figure developers. Okay, so they are getting SAP document, they are getting the data. Based on that data, they have to create the tables like this. Okay, so when we will come to this, I will explain what is the SAP and what are the different tables and all for the trials and all, how to make these tables, everything we will discuss here. Now second type of job is the okay, and here what happened, we will talk about more what is the case report form, how we are fetching the data. Though it's not our responsibility, we are the developer, we are not working on the case report form and all, but though you are working on the tables and all, you should have the proper idea what is the flow of the data inside the clinical trial, how they are making the protocol, how they are making the case report form, what is the annotation of case report form, after annotation how the data flow is coming, and how to fetch the data from the database and how to work on the data. So full process I will explain here. Case report form to a good clinical practice, everything will be here. Okay, so that more about all table, list and figure, and based on this table, list and figure, I will provide you some projects also, small case studies. So based on the case study, you can get the good idea. So some projects are there for table, list and figure. So by that, like some project for the baseline creation. Baseline is the concept for the baseline creation, some project for demographic. So different case studies are there, which will give you the good idea how to real time work on the clinical domain. Okay. Now second part of this is CDM. Sorry, CDISC. So in the CDISC, we have two parts, SDTM and ADAM. These are the standard. That standard we will follow when we are sending the data to the FDA. So here when I will explain all the standard, not only SDTM ADAM is there, there is other standards also there. So we will talk about all the standard, then data collection, how to collect the data from the case report form, then what is the SDTM. So what is the theoretically we can go through, what is the need of SDTM, then how to work, what are the concept, terminology, everything we will discuss about the SDTM. And after that, we will work on one project for the SDTM. So here what I do have, I have the source data. So I just made one project for that. How you will get in the companies. You will get the source data. Based on that metadata, you have to convert non-standard SAS SDTM data to standard SDTM data. So here we are working on 4-5 domains. Okay, and then we understand how to work in real time in the SDTM. Then for ADAM also I have one project. So here also I just put some files and SAS programs which is related to ADAMS. So here we have some source data which is non-standard ADAM data. We have to convert into standard ADAM data. So by the project you can get the fair understanding how you can work in the organization when you will get non-standard data, what macros you have to use, what procedures you have to use, how to work on that, and how to convert non-standard to standard, then how to, in which format we can send to the FDA. Okay. So this will be the CDISC, SDTM and ADAM implementation. Okay. Then we do have some SAP document. What is the SAP? What is involved in there? Some MITRA dictionaries are there. So all the concept which is related to clinical part, everything I will cover with the projects. So you can show the real-time experience also, how the real-time data is coming. We cannot fetch directly data for any project because it is against the rules and regulation of the company. But I just made the consolidated data. By that you can get the hands-on experience. Okay.